Hi everyone, this is Heidi, and this week we are talking about fire. You can see behind me here, this is our new wood stove that we just got installed a couple days ago in our house, so we finally have heat here. So I thought we could talk a little bit about fire this week, where I was thinking a lot about how the original source of warmth for everything on the planet is from the sun, of course. The huge big ball of fire out in the sky. And that sun, for instance, was the source of energy that grew the trees, that grew the oak trees, that then died and that we cut down and hauled over here and now are burning in that fireplace. And so that right there that you see, that's the energy of the sun being re-released now so that we can be warm right here. So I thought it was really interesting how, I was thinking more about even if your heat source in your own home comes from electricity, well, electricity ultimately in the very beginning came from the sun too. Something is getting burned somewhere. Maybe it's at a coal plant somewhere to create that electricity. Or maybe it's solar power, which again is from the sun. And that charges the batteries. And so anyways, all of our warmth comes from the sun ultimately. So I thought we could play a little bit with building some fires this week. And there's 3 things that you need to start a fire. And I'm guessing you can think of a couple of them. So the first one is fuel. You need to have something to burn, right? So fuel like wood or tinder or paper, that kind of thing. So fuel. You also need a spark, right? Something that will start the fire. So you can have a lighter, you can build it by friction if you want to, or matches, some sort of spark. And the third thing, maybe here, I'll do a little demonstration. This is what So this is the fire going here, and I'm gonna open the door just slightly and let in a little bit of oxygen. I'm letting in a little bit of air, and you can hear how big that fire gets just by letting it have a little bit more air. So that's the third thing that you need. So I thought we could do a little bit of exploration to see if you can find some materials outside that you can build a fire outside. And obviously there's some fire safety, right? You don't want to burn anything that shouldn't be burned, and you need to be careful to not start, the whole area on fire. If there's a fire ban or anything in your area, you gotta play by the rules. So, but there's this game that we play that we love to play in our summer camps here that it's called the 5-minute fire game. And so this you can do as a group. It's really fun to work together on this. It's that you imagine, you pretend that someone, a friend or family member, has fallen through the ice into the icy cold water, and they're really cold, and the threat is that they will have a hypothermia setting in if you can't get them warm in 5 minutes. And so you've got to work together really quickly to see if you can get a fire started. So you've got a lighter with you. You can take a lighter or some matches with you. And so you go outside and you try to get a fire started. And obviously, you got to find things right away that will start a fire quickly. That, you don't want to use anything that's wet or damp, right? No wet leaves. But, you want to think about, like, where could I find something that's dry? You want to look around the area, okay? So you need little small stuff to get it started, right? Like dried grass or leaves or bark is really good, like the inner bark of some dead trees maybe. And then you need some small twigs and some medium-sized twigs. And you don't want to start with a big log because you need to have the smaller stuff going first to get it to work. So that's your challenge this week, is to get a fire started and enjoy the warmth of the sun being re-released. All right, I look forward to hearing how it goes. Have fun.